Okay, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to a weekly reading. What is coming up for the week ahead of January 27th, 2025? All my decks wanted to be here today. Sometimes I put some away. They just all wanted to represent. So let's see. I feel like we want to do a few with this one. We are going to get some energies for the week ahead, see what's coming up, what you can prepare for, what you might want to watch out for, and kind of just generally get a read on the upcoming week. It's been a really busy start to 2025. January has been really fast and furious. This week is a new moon in Aquarius, so new ideas, feeling revolutionary. You could have a lot of like new ideas just coming out of the blue. Uranus rules Aquarius, which is absolutely such a rebel, but it's also innovation. It's ways to help the collective, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing. So technological breakthroughs could maybe not be like seen this week, but be invented this week or thought of this week. So let's get a few cards to sort of see where we are at this week, just in general. Okay, speaking of burnouts, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Let's just like zero in here. The Nine of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So we're starting off this week with potential for disappointment. There could be something that you are wanting, really like looking forward to this week, wanting to like manifest or bring in your heart's desire. Nine of Cups is like, you know, the cat's meow. It's your wishes granted. You're getting everything that you want. And sometimes we feel a little sassy about it. There could be something you're really reaching for this week, or that's close, or that you want so badly and it's not quite here on the table yet. You're not quite seeing it, but that energy is still there. You're still reaching for something. There's still something this week that's like coming into play for you. And look at how cute this is. New offers. You might be like, it might really come to you, or messages about it might come to you through new friends this week, new connections, potentially kiddos. Page rules the vibe of kids, but you could absolutely be looking at like a new relationship this week, new messages from someone you wouldn't have expected this week. Be on the lookout for like new friendships, new ways you feel open to love or relationship, and it could be in places that you feel busy, like maybe you join something new. Look at how choppy this water is in the back. There could be like a lot of activity romantically, socially, and it might not be like your comfort level, right? As a kid, we're kind of like running around all of the time. We are consistently being asked to like be in this class, meet this person, go to this, birthday party. Like we're constantly being put in environments that are new to us as children. We do far less of that as an adult. So this week, be really open to your deepest desires and wishes coming true through new experiences, new relationships of any kind, right? Like meeting new people, being in a group, and you might be really surprised. I feel like there's going to be a really sweet offer here this week of like who's coming in, and potential friendship, absolute potential for new love this week. And really focus on a lot of rest and relaxation. Everyone freaks out when we see the Ten of Swords. It's actually just such a great reminder that burnout happens, overwhelm happens, feeling like there is too much going on, like your thoughts are racing, like other people are judging you. The amazing thing about the Ten of Swords and the suit of swords in general is that it's representative of the mental body, which means it's not like an elephant directly in the room about to trample you, right? So what I love about seeing that swords energy is that it's not yet manifested. It's something we can control far more so than like a physical manifestation. So this week, before we kind of get to the end of the week, go ahead and make sure that you set yourself up this week for like real self-care moments, time in your day where you like hit that Calm app, or you like, you know, sit yourself down for a little yoga nidra. There's so many on YouTube that I absolutely love to listen to. There's like 10-minute ones, there's 4-hour ones. Like yoga nidras like saved my life. So big plug for yoga nidra. Find different ways to like calm your nervous system. Maybe like cut out caffeine this week. Tone down on sugar, like anything that like gets you going and can kind of like assist in the spiral of overwhelm or burnout. This week, you might have circumstances or things might just be coming to a head where you're going to feel that way anyway. So support yourself in ways that like help you through an overwhelming time. The awesome thing about the 10 of Swords, any 10, is that it's a big completion. There could be like a really big finality this week. Something is over and done. You could be like ending something. Something could be coming to fruition. This could be in work, relationships, love, life, like whatever area it is for you. You could be like setting really big boundaries, saying no, moving on from a job. Like there could be, there will be an ending this week, which is really, really beautiful. We've got absolute new energy coming in, which is so beautiful with the new moon this week. And also, you know, it's amazing to like let go of what isn't serving you or what isn't coming in for you right now, because this came up in a lot of the monthly readings that are coming out for February right now that I've done. And there's been a lot of like, the more you let go of, the more spirit can fill in ways that you wouldn't even have thought of, right? So like if you have when I do a vision board, I always have like a few things that I'm really stoked about, I want to like manifest. But every single time I am putting together a vision board or something that I want to bring into life, I always save a large chunk of it for everything I don't know that I could possibly have, right? Like as a category, because spirit knows so much better than my small mind does, right? Like spirit, the universe, God can fill in for your life in more magical, synchronistic, beautiful ways than you could possibly imagine. So if you're like fighting, if you're like disappointed that a relationship didn't work, don't worry. Like a new one is on the way for you that's better than you could possibly have imagined. It doesn't mean throw out the relationship that's being frustrating for you right now, right? Like that's not what I'm saying. But if you are disappointed this week with anything that hasn't quite happened yet, allow it to leave, allow spirit to really guide the process of like letting it go, because there is so much coming in for you. You're going to feel real overwhelmed with how much there is to think about or do or be. I'll give you a small example of this. There was a friend of mine who was like trying to get this business started. It wasn't going. They were really, really disappointed. It was like their wish wasn't coming true, right? It just like wasn't manifesting, and they just like let it go. And they met someone who had another business that they could use help on. It was a really creative venture. It was something my friend would never have started but loved. And she started doing some consulting for it. And pretty soon they were so overwhelmed with how much work they had, how much like business they had, how much they had to do in such a short amount of time to accommodate what was coming in, orders, and they had to like structure the business. They had to like talk to people. They had to communicate on why they couldn't fulfill things quite fast enough because it grew so quickly. They were pretty soon burnt out. So this can be positive too in a certain way, right? We look at this and think like, oh, being stopped by low stores doesn't like really, feel so great. But take time to really support yourself this week. And this is going to come out as like overwhelmed because things could potentially just be blossoming faster than you could handle. Okay, those are a lot of words. Let's go ahead and use a few of these. These are so fun. Let's get a couple of cards. What can we lean into this week? Spirit, what can we go ahead and like really lean into, get excited about, focus on growing? What can we really lean into for the week of January 27th, 2025? What do the people want to know? What can the people expect? What would be good to like put extra effort into or really decide to help and see flourish this week? Oh, the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, amazing. And then let's pull one that says, what do we not know? What would be good to be aware of? What would be good to watch out for this week? There we go. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, amazing. So like, what could we really prepare for or lean into or help grow this week? What do we want to double down on? Letting go of the vision you thought you had. Let's back this up a little bit. I'm going to like add in a few more cards here. Okay, so this is just 1,000% doubling down on this message of like, if it's not here, if it's not for you, if it's not working out, if you've thrown the spaghetti against the wall and it's not sticking and it's not cooking, like let it go. The Three of Wands is all about like waiting for your ships to come in. It's like waiting for the opportunity to arrive. You're ready. And if this is the card of like, what do we really lean into? If you're not prepared, if it's not working, if it can't come together, let it go. Let this really be a week that you just like clear out, that you really create that clean blank slate that spirit can fill. And what should we be aware of? What do we maybe not know that's coming this week? The Six of Cups in reverse. So be aware of people that like, I don't know, maybe you don't feel so good. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It could absolutely be a soulmate card. It's very much like seeing things for how they really are versus the fantasy. So this week, be prepared to like have the rose-colored glasses come off, see things as they really are, and make accommodations as you need to. I feel like this is self-explanatory. So it's like, don't even worry about what you don't know. You're gonna know. You like the blind will be pulled off this week of something, particularly in your relationship sector with the cups here. But we'll see what else comes up. Let's see, what else do we want to use here? Let's get like a few animal cards. Be aware of what would be most helpful for us to start the week off with. What's a good energy for us to lean into? Message for the beginning of the week versus end of the week. Ooh, I like that. What should we be prepared for as we start the week and as we end the week? Ooh, I'm gonna give us 2 for the start there. And as we end the week, coming into the end, what's important for us to know at the end of the week versus the beginning of the week? One more, and then we'll pull the week of January 27th, 2025 here. For the people as the week ends, be aware of, oh my gosh, 2. Okay, great. This deck wanted to talk. I love this Game Crayons deck. I love all these decks. I mean, if you know, you know. If you read tarot, if you're into like tarot decks, they're just like friends you have after a while. They each have their own voice. They each have their own personality. Okay, so as the week starts off, we have the Emperor and the 2 of Rods in reverse. So again, be aware of how much you want something, how much you want to move forward in something as like an authority, how much you want to step into something that's already completed and like do something that's just like not ready. I feel like it's just the same messages. I kind of love it when tarot does this. It's like slapping you on the hand like, all right, you didn't get the message the first time. Let's do it again. Let me back this up so we can see the full board here. Again, it's like the Emperor card as we start the week off. There could be this feeling of wanting to start really strong. Let's start the week. Let's get into all of the projects. Like, let's really fuel and like double down on how powerful we are. You know, the Emperor with the 2 of Wands in reverse is like, give up a little. You need to ease up. Coming in with a really, really strong start here is not going to get you where you want to go. It's going to close doors. It's going to shut down connection. It's going to dampen your spirits. Oh, it's going to lead to this burnout. If you start the week too fast and strong and hard and like full force, you're going to putter out before you get to the end of the week and feel really depleted. So at the end of the week, oh, gorgeous. Okay, 8 of Rods in reverse and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so at the end of the week, we have the 2 of Swords and the 8 of Rods in reverse, which again says slow down. There could be roadblocks. There are going to be roadblocks this week. This is really a week about like a right-hand turn somewhere. Like you think you're going one way this week, and actually by the end of it, you're going to want to pause. You're going to want to redirect. You're going to like the momentum is going a different way. The 2 of Swords talks about us being kind of like blindfolded, not really knowing what to do, in a stalemate. And it really takes going within. It takes slowing down. It takes listening to your intuition to understand what decision comes next. And if you still can't decide, the advice here is just to make like baby decisions moving forward. So if you have a big decision to make and you can't quite figure it out, you need to just sit and like kind of move forward in a tiny, tiny direction that you will be nudged toward, right? If you are listening to spirit, if you are calming yourself this week, if you are really tapping into what's most meaningful for you this week, you will hear the nudges moving forward. Just take a little tiny step forward. And the 8 of Wands in reverse, it's a consistent, clear message that things might not go as fast as you want them to go this week. So lean into rest. It's like, go with the flow. Hop on the floaty of life and just like get on the river and like have a good week, like chilling out, flowing down the river, like letting the river take you where it will. If you try to manhandle this river of the week, if you try to like paddle really hard to get somewhere, if you try to just like outmaneuver what's going on, you're gonna end up burnt out and disappointed. So be gentle with yourself, be open to redirection, be open to letting go of what you thought you wanted, and really be open to what's coming in, because I think you're gonna be really, really surprised with new opportunities that you just didn't expect. Be open to those, because by the end of the week, things are going to slow down. Momentum's going to slow down so that you can potentially redirect. Ooh, I'm so excited to see like what the next week is going to look like, because this kind of feels like a really big, it's like, you know, you're on a road trip and you're going really fast, and then you have to like slow down in order to like make a really big turn on a highway or something. There's a turn going on here this week. So be prepared for it. Enjoy, rest, relax, chill out, get your snacks ready ahead of time so you can just be like sitting back and eating popcorn while you watch stuff happen this week to other people who don't take this advice. And I hope you just have like the absolute best week.